All right, I'm back in the game. It should start in a second. And I've already went through my Mountain Dew, so I can't do a Mountain Dew online.
Somebody else's farm video. That's not good.
Somebody else that isn't mine.
Yeah, the usually, like the live stream will be right up front.
All right.
Nothing yet.
Well, there should be because it shows for me.
I'm looking in lots of places and ain't nothing yet.
Yep, shows live.
On your page, I'm on home. I'm on.
It says excellent connection.
Why the heck ain't even showing it then? Nothing. Let me try this. It's, there he is. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can still hear you.
Can you hear me on the live stream?
No,
No.
I've got the volume off.
Try to type in something in the chat. There
I
it
can hear
is.
me on the live stream.
There it says hello. You can't hear me on the live stream?
Yeah, I can hear you on the live stream now.
Okay.
I can hear me on the live stream too.
Oh, I've got to get rid of that. I got to get okay, I got to get out of
Okay,
this.
get out. It's running.
All right. So we're back. I hope. Okay, Squirt. Now, you probably can't hear me on Discord anymore. But can you hear me in the game? Audio. Give me a vid check and a mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Nope. Only on here I can hear you. Nope. Only on here I can hear you. Mic and game sound good. Okay. There we go. Sweet. So it's me and you, buddy. Everybody else gave up. So this is a new map. Have you seen this one? Green River. It's not new. It was in 17, and the author brought it over from 17. So Andy was lurking. He said. So Andy's here. Hey, Andy. Okay. So now it doesn't look like the chat showing up. Is the chat not showing up on the actual stream? I mean, that's a small thing. I'm not concerned about it, but if I'm able to live stream. So it's not showing up in the stream. Okay. Hang on. Let me see something here. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about all that. You're going to commute and get on the big. There. Okay, it's showing up on the screen for me. Is it showing up for you? Okay. All right. Well, I think we're going to be okay. So let me move on with the stream then. Um, New map, as I said, this is Green River. And let me get some stuff set up here. All right, so hey, this is a farm. It's the one you start with, so I'm guessing it's your farm. That don't look like much of a farmhouse. Look at that teeny tiny little house. We must be poor farmers. Well, we might be rich farmers because we don't spend our money on housing. Weird. What are all those little black things there? Are those lights or something? They must be. They must be. The Red River is red because of the dirt. Why is it the one, the Green River? Uh, because of the what makes green? Algae? Well, they say it algae over in England. We call it algae over here. You guys call it algae. Okay, here is your silo. Now, that particular silo right there is Maurice, but that's identical to the one that comes with the map, only it's not Maurice. It's just a regular silo. And then I put the sell point here. So you got a loop. You can come in here and dump, and you can get there and sell. There's a cow thingamabobberdoodle here. Let's go take a look. This looks nice, actually. Okay, this is where your cattle go to lounge around and do nothing. Although we don't have any cattle, so. How do we get water in there? There's the water. Okay, I haven't set the water up. I'm gonna have to do that. But that's for another day. All right, and then we got sheds everywhere. There's no equipment except for two pieces. I do have $380,000, and I have one field. I own this field right here. An alligator. Okay, so here we got my one and only field, field 27 that I own. You have that when you come into the farm. So I didn't do anything with it. Oh, by the way, Scorpion, remember the other day that I told you I had that additional information mod in, and that's the mod that gives you in the lower right hand corner all the field information. Remember when I told you that I had to take it out of the game because it wouldn't work with precision farming? There's an update, and it does work with precision farming now, so I do have it in the game. So if I go into precision farming, that I should be able to see everything. Before, what was happening was when I used precision farming, half the information was below the monitor. I couldn't see it. And so they've made this so it's compatible. I think the game's running better than it ever has. Maybe I should always go from this computer. All right, so we're going to get started with a harvest here. Well, I guess I could fly around for a minute, show you what it looks like. That's a sell point. I don't know what it is. It's just some kind of sell point they might. There's some kind of machinery that I can hear. So is this a mill of some kind, maybe? That's cool. All right. So, and yeah, that update, I got it from the Giants mod site. So it's on the Giants mod site. All right. So there's a Krone store. There's a, what? A gas station that's advertising Krone? Or is that just a coincidence? Just a coincidence. So it looks like a nice map. It's, like I said, it's ported over from 17. Let's see what we got over here. By the way, Scorp, if you play this map and you put your contract workers in, they're way in hell off the map, under the ground. You have to fly them up and then towards the map to get them. I had to bring each one of them over and drop them into the to the farm proper. Agra LB, another sell point looks like. You got a lot of sounds going on. Wow. Cool beans. Okay, I can't tell, but this doesn't look like a large map. I don't think this is a 4x map, but it's got some pretty good sized fields in it. Got some wind turbines. I'm going to fly through them and see if I can get chopped up. No, let's go right through me. There's a lumberjill place. It looks like you can sell wood chips. How many wood chips can a wood chip? And it's got some kind of a lumber mill. Cool, got it. Looks like it's a pallet machine, but I don't know if that works. It probably did in 17. I don't know if any of that stuff works now. Anyway, it looks like a pretty map. And I don't really care if it's 4x. A lot of water sounds I've noticed. I have no idea what that says. North Folan cool gas. It's another sell point. Nothing in this corner. Is this a junkyard? It is. It's a junkyard. Must be an American farm. It's a junkyard. Okay, here is a pig farm. Wonder how close that is to the cattle farm. Hey, look, here is a park. This is nice. Got a sweet little park here. Some trees for the little kids to go whooping on. Okay, a little village of some kind. There's the BGA. I haven't seen a dairy yet. All right, we're right back again. Did anybody see a dairy? I don't think I went this way. Is this a garden center? Must be. Yeah, this is the garden center. Man, that's a huge tower thingamabob. But I still didn't see a dairy. Unless this is it. Or is this the, this isn't a dairy, this is a slaughterhouse, I think. Yeah. So, sound level is okay. I'm not screaming or... Now, what is this? This is a sheep farm, maybe? Or is this a horse barn? This looks like a horse barn. That might not be. But I bet it is. Yeah, it is a horse barn, because there's the competition ring. And I still haven't seen a dairy. I sound fine. Thank you, Andy. Because this isn't my good mic. This is an old mic I used to use back when I was poor. That looked like a dairy? We've been to this, whatever this is. All right, no matter. I need to get to harvesting. We'll figure it out later. All right, let's look at the big map, see if there's anything. Okay, it said animal dealer, biogas plant, gas station. There's the pig farm. There's a spinnery there. I didn't see a sheep farm. There's the shop and a gas station and a sawmill. Gas station, sell point, Scorpion. There's Scorpion. There's a sell point. Grain X. I didn't see a sheep farm. There's a horse barn. There, sheep right there. There's sheep at 22. But I still didn't see a dairy. Okay, no worries. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to work. I gotta put Scorp. Who am I? I'm in Scorpion. Let me put Scorpion down. I'm gonna get a gun, put him down. He's feeling poorly. Okay, I'm trying the. Is this the X9? This thing cost a fortune, but I can't remember if I've used it before. This is almost $1 million. It was 800 and some thousand, almost 900,000. So it costs a fortune. My controls have changed because I'm on a different PC. So yeah, I don't think I've used this mod before, so this is going to be interesting. It's sure expensive, I'll tell you that. I tell you how I got it. There was equipment on the farm, and I sold it all and bought this thing. It took every tractor. There was about 5 or 6 tractors and plows and seeding equipment and all kinds of stuff. I sold it all just to get this thing. Technical stuff on this map. It has seasons. It has precision farming. It's got the manure mod. It's got almost everything you can put on it. What did I miss? It's manure. It's got the windrow mod, the straw mod. It's got a half a dozen different things on here. Most everything you can put on a map, it's got it. So I'm going to do a windrow here, and then we'll start putting John to work. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, I added a patron. There's Serge, there's Rose, there's Stevo. Stevo's from Australia. I'm in Stevo. Let's go into, let's see, Dar. There's Stevo right there. So we've got another guy just standing around. Okay, so I tried to do a live stream at 1 o'clock, and I tried for 20 minutes and couldn't get it to go. And then I got it on, and then, of course, the sound was messed up. And they've inverted the damn controls on me. When I look up and down, it's changed. I think I can change that back. So I couldn't do what I was trying to do. I was trying to live stream without any software, and I did it the day before with Scorpion. We tested it, but I couldn't get it work today. So what I had to do is go out and download the software that I use to do the live streaming, get it all set up. I didn't want to do that because this is not my game computer. This is just an old work computer. Now, by old, that doesn't mean that it can't do its job. It's got a NVIDIA 1070 video card, which is not too bad, and I think it's an i7 CPU. As a matter of fact, I hate to say it, but it seems like it's running this game and live streaming better than the other one. Maybe I should live stream on this one all the time. Now, I'll say that and be happy about it till something goes wrong. I keep looking to see if there's something that tells me the statistics, but I can't see if there's anybody even watching, except for I see you guys in the chat. It used to be that I could see a number someplace. Oh, I can see I screwed something up. On the other one I was doing I was doing 60 frames a second. I'm only doing 30 on this one. I mean, I've only got it set at 30 is what I mean. I was doing 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames a second. This one is only, I don't remember how I set this up. Whether it's 1920 1080p or not. I was in a hurry to get it set up. All right, let me see if I can hire a work. Oh shoot, he's going crooked again. I hate when they do that. It's showing 720. That is the default. 720 at 30, which is probably why it's looking better. That's the default. So yes, I didn't change it. No biggie. No biggie. Hey, Double Lot. I didn't see Double Lot. I don't see Double Lot. See, there he is. Yeah, I French fried it. I'm hoping it's not completely fried, but the fans were just going crazy and squawking so loud I could hear them in other rooms. And I came running into the studio. And I immediately went and threw on a program that I have that monitors the performance, and it was showing that the CPU was over 100 degrees centigrade. And so I immediately shut her down. Before I did, though, I opened the side up and stuck my head in to see if I could tell where the sound was coming from, and it was coming from the water cooling system. So I think it might be. I don't think I hurt the CPU, but I don't know. I don't know. I turned it down pretty quickly. Generally, you know when it hurts the CPU because the damn thing shuts down. It didn't do that. It was just making a hell of a lot of noise. So I'm supposed to get my new cooler. I did not go with the water cooler this time. I went with an air cooler, but it's supposed to be super quiet, and it's supposed to be super efficient and cool. So it's supposed to be here tomorrow. We'll find out. Yeah, surgery, heart surgery. All right, who do we have? Surge. I gotta fix that. They've got the controls inverted on me. Let's get Surge to move this thing. Well, the John Deere seems to be doing a good job. It's sure good looking. What did I say it was? The X9? Yeah, I messed up. I mean, normally I'd be ending the stream about this time, but I didn't get to it yesterday, and I felt bad about not getting yesterday's in. So I thought, well, I'll stream today, and then, well, y'all know what happened. Oh, God, that was loud. Yeah, the last computer I built, before the one that I'm talking about that's got the owies today. I've been building computers since I started having computers. I've only bought 2 computers that I actually bought. One was a laptop. Obviously, I can't build a laptop. The other one was a desktop that I bought, and The one before, the one that I'm having trouble with, had a tubed water system in it, and the darn thing would leak all the time, and then you had to take it apart, and you have maintenance to do on it. You have to change the water, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. I got tired of the leaking, so I finally got rid of it and put an air just an air cooler in. Then when I built the one 2.5 years ago, I decided, well, I'll try a water cooled system again, but this time I'm going to do a sealed one. They call it a closed system, and it's kind of like a car radiator. I mean, except for you don't have a valve to stick water in it. You're using Swift Tech? I can't remember the one I'm getting. It's quiet something. It's supposed to be super quiet, and it's supposed to be super powerful. It's got 2 fans on it, and it's tubed, so it's got aluminum tubes that go down to the CPU, so that the air's circulating efficiently. My only problem is that on each side of the CPU, what do they call it? It's not a plug. Socket. On each side of the CPU socket is where my memory goes, and the memory sticks are pretty big. And I'm hoping I've got enough room to stick it in. You're going to do animals, Tim, on the old family farm? I haven't played the old family farm in a while. It was awful small. But I did play it for a while. Tim, did you finish everything you were going to do on No Man's Land? All right, I'm going to need some tractors. Not a medium. Let me get a large tractor here. All right. I got the Quadra-Trac series and the Steiger series, and I've got the 9R Deere, but I think I'm going to go with the smaller profile. This one here is very good. So's that one. But I need to lease it. I'm running out of money. I got a little bit of money, but I need operating money. So I'm going to lease one of these. I like the wide tires on it, but I'm going to go standard because I'm leasing it. So I'll put the big engine in it, though. At least I'll do that. And then I need to pick up the straw, so let's get a loading wagon here. Loading wagons, there they are. El Rapido, let's get that. I'm going to give it the extension and leave it at that. If I was going to buy that, I would have changed it to John Deere colors, but I'm not going to buy it. So let's see, who do we got here? Let's put Rose to work. Hey, Philip's in the house. Hello, Philip. How you doing today? I'm feeling better, man. I was really frustrated. I got on Discord and was crying on Scorpion's shoulder for a while. Okay, I need input. I'm on a different computer, one that I don't game on. It's not a gaming computer per se. Is the game sounds too loud? That tractor seems awful loud to me. Well, it was going not good earlier, but I finally got live stream. I tried to live stream at 1 o'clock. If you haven't heard, my gaming computer, I might have fried the CPU. I don't know. I don't think I did. I think I got it shut down fast enough, but it was. I turned it on and I went into the kitchen to make myself some tea. And the kitchen's on the other side of the house from my studio. And I have a pretty good sized house, and I could hear squawking and squealing. I thought somebody was killing a cat. I went running in the studio, and it was my PC. And I threw the performance monitor on it, and it said that the CPU was 100 degrees centigrade, over 100 degrees centigrade. And so I quickly shut it down before it French fried. But I did check into it, and the culprit, I think, is the liquid cooler. So I think the pump went out or something. Yep, I did a couple months ago, Tim. Yeah, a couple months ago, the wife and I both got ours. Yeah, so yeah, Philip, I ordered a new cooling system. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, and I'll find out when it gets here. I'm going to go ahead and take the chip out and look at it. And at the very least, if I didn't French fry it, I'm going to make sure it's got new paste on it. And if not, I may be upgrading my PC. I'm not ready to build another one. Well, I am actually. I usually build one every 2 to 3 years, and it's been about 2.5 years since I built this one. But you can't get the parts, and if you could, I'd have to mortgage my house to do it. And I noticed that there are people out there that are buying, that normally would build their own PCs, but they can't get the parts. And so they're buying PCs just to get the parts. So I noticed that Woot, and if you don't know what Woot is the discount page for Amazon, where they sell their refurbished equipment, or equipment that they can't sell as new. And they had a ton of computers on there yesterday. Actually, I got the email this morning. Every single one of them was sold out, and some of them had the new big graphics card that everybody's trying to get. And so what people are doing, they're buying a PC that's got the graphics card they want, but it's got cheap stuff other than that, and they're taking just the parts they need to build their own computer. It's crazy. You can't get parts. Welcome back, Andy. Well, it's getting pretty bad because, in the past, before the big beer virus, there was a problem getting graphics cards because the Bitcoin guys were buying them all. Now I see in the news that with the new graphics cards, they're too expensive for the Bitcoin guys to bother with. They can't afford them. They're too expensive. So they're they're buying up all the old ones. You've been busy? That's fine, Tim. You got a 1300 watt power supply? Whoa. That's pretty powerful. I do have a spare one I bought. I bought one when I did my last build. I bought a new power supply, not realizing that I already had one in my workshop. And so I've got a spare. So if I had the one that went at this one goes out, I've got one to replace it. Is there a road over here? There is a big ditch I need to be aware of. Yeah, there's a ditch there. I think. Maybe not. Let me see if I can get through here. No, there's no ditch. I'm okay. You're caught on fire? Yeah, well, they get hot. They can get hot. That's one thing I've never bought. I've never bought a cheap power supply. I always get the best I can get. Gino, hello, how you doing? Dennis, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by, appreciate it. That sounds like you got busy family stuff. Doctor visits, huh? I hope everything's okay. Man, he's got the jitters. Hey, it's Elvis. Elvis in the building. Well, as for me, everything's okay now that I've got my stream going. I've been having all kinds of problems. I'm doing okay, Dennis. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. All right, while this is unloading, let's go see how the combine's doing. Okay, so it appears that the X9's got a bigger bin in it that I would normally put in. Oh, you may only be able to sell to that in Midtown at a certain time of day. I know that Midtown's got a bunch of those silly time things where you can only go in at a certain time. I hate those maps. If I want to sell at midnight, I want to sell at midnight. You know, earlier talking about Midtown, I was playing Midtown the week before last, and I switched to a different map because I was having uh, lag problems. And I'm thinking now that I wasn't having lag problems, I was having CPU issues. I think my PC was overheating even back then, and I didn't know it. That might be because that's the problem I was having. Now, I'll tell you, Double Lot, I didn't have the problem until I bought the farm. When I was farming the fields away from that farm area, just off in the country, I didn't have any trouble. When I bought the farm and started working the fields all around that farm, that's when I started having all the lag. It was awful. And so I just quit playing. What I'm thinking that there's so much stuff on it, but also I don't know how well it was optimized. Oh man, that's cold. Well, it looks like the deer's almost done with that field, and I haven't unloaded him yet. Can anybody see? This program I'm using to stream normally tells me someplace what kind of numbers I'm getting as far as views, and I don't see. Huh? I don't see anything. I used to have a counter that showed up on the screen, and I need to find that again. That was kind of handy. Handy to have. Any of you guys play Fallout 3 or 4? Well, there's Fallout 3, there's Fallout 3 New Vegas, and Fallout 4. There's more than that, but those are the only ones that I've played. I played Fallout 3, then I played Fallout 3 New Vegas, and then, of course, Fallout 4. Anyway, the reason I bring it up is somebody's been working, they're working on a mod that's taking Fallout 3 and remaking it. It's an actual mod that's remaking part of Fallout 3 using Fallout 4's engine, and it's kind of out, and I think it's out in beta, but I'm not sure. The page I showed that showed it is they're working on the voice acting now, and there's a lot of they're needing a lot of help. They've got still a lot of work to do. And so what they did is they took a computer voice, and the computer voice is voicing some of the characters. So if you're playing the game and it's a real human talking, you know that that's one that's finished. If you walk up to an NPC and it's got a computer voice, then you know they're looking for voice actors because they're still working on the mod. But it looks like it's huge, and it looks like it's working very well. Oh, it's not picking up because it's full. Ow. See if I can get into traffic without getting hit here. All right, John Deere's ready. I'm gonna. This is the only farmland that I own, so I'm gonna go ahead and process the land as soon as I get the straw off of it. I shouldn't say process. Prepare the land for the next harvest, the next crop. By the way, this area right here that's open is where I'm staging my equipment. There were clamps here. I took them out. The silage clamps on this particular map are placeable. So if you don't want them, you can take them out, which I did. Gamey, how you doing? How's it going? I hope everything's going well for you. All right, let's go find 48 and we'll get 48 over to the John Deere. You're good? That's good to hear. Hell, if the stream's looking good, maybe I should do 720p all the time. Did I miss? Did I miss the pipe? What's happening? Why is this not dumping? What? Why won't it dump the wheat? Well, this is not right. What in the heck is going on here? That's a grain trailer. Whoops, go back. That's a grain trailer. It's supposed to take everything. Turn on harvester. The harvester has to be on. Well, that shouldn't have to be on. Anybody see what I'm doing wrong? A far out dumper? You mean it like sprays? Do you think? Oh, shoot. I guess. Why are these cars drive so damn slow? Uh-oh. I'm gonna run over Scorp. Oh, sorry, Scorp. Didn't see you. Close but no cigar, huh? Yeah, I'll have to get a hold of Big Hoss. He's working on a new map as well. He was supposed to send it to me, but I think he probably forgot. Because he's got it on his Facebook page. I can't get it from there, so because I don't do Facebook, don't do Twitter. Hey, hi Metal, how you doing? Yeah, I haven't talked to you. My computer, I think, might have blown up. I'm not sure. I don't think so, but um, my gaming PC. Uh, I told the story earlier, but day before yesterday, I guess it was. I started my PC, went to get a cup of tea, and from the kitchen I could hear squawking and squealing. I thought, what the hell is that? It sounded like somebody was scraping the side of my house. And I ran into my studio, and the computer was just screaming. And I turned the monitor on. It was over 100 degrees centigrade and rising. And so I grabbed the side off, took the side off, and stuck my head in there to see if I could figure out where it's coming from. And it was coming from the water pump. So as far as I could tell, the fans were squealing, but it was coming from that area. So I shut her down fast and ordered me a new cooler. And I'm waiting to see when the new cooler gets here. It's supposed to get here tomorrow. And I'll take the CPU out and take a look at it and see if it French fried it or not. So I'm streaming on an old, I'm streaming on my editing PC because, well, all my games and everything are on the other PC. I didn't have any games on this, so I had to throw a couple games on it. And I tried to stream this afternoon. It didn't work. So I had to put a new software system in for streaming. Finally got it put together, and here we are. But I'm using an old mic. My good mic is still hooked to the other PC, and I didn't want to mess with that. So I got an old mic. It does okay, but it's not as good. I mean, at the time it was a very expensive mic, but you can pick them up a dime a dozen now. How's the wife? Well, I've been working on it for a couple of days. Scorpion was in Discord with me mostly yesterday afternoon, testing the old PC to make sure it was up to snuff, and the mic. I had to adjust all the mic again. I've got my expensive mic on the other computer. It's completely adjusted so that you only hear my voice. I can I can leave my mic on all the time, and you don't hear a bunch of extraneous noise. You pretty much just hear my voice. Was that it? That's all I was waiting for? No, there's still more in there. Now I suppose I'm too far out. Man, it really throws it out there, doesn't it? Well, that's too bad. Well, it keeps her busy, but that's not necessarily good. Okay, I just realized I stored that wheat. I can't afford to store the wheat. I need the money, so I need to get that out of storage and sell it. Scorpion said you can, but I've never used this combine before, and I haven't taken the time to look. So, but Scorpion told me that you can. But it's the first time I've ever used it, so I'm just trying to get this harvest off. All right, well, that's dumping. Let's go take a look at it. All right, pipe in. Turn on harvester, pipe in. There we go. I'm going to put it all the way down. We'll try that. I'm not a big deer fan, so I don't use the deers very much. They're perfectly fine. I just am not a fanboy of anything, and when I get around a bunch of fanboys, I tend to get a little stubborn. Oh, geez, John Deere's the best thing ever. Well, fine. I'm not going to use it then. I don't care much for fanboys, and the reason why is I can like something and I can talk about it, and somebody can point something out that is not good about it, and I can agree and say, yeah, you know what, I didn't know that. And so maybe it's not as good as I thought it was. Fanboys, what am I doing? I was going to sell that. Fanboys, you can say, well, yeah, it's a good combine, but it doesn't run over 2 miles an hour, so what are you going to use? Oh, well, it's still the best ever. That's what I mean about a fanboy. They won't admit that something is wrong about whatever it is they like. And they'll never admit that there might be something better on the market. Or something that does something better. And so the thing could be burning up in their field and they'd still be saying how it was better than yours. That's a fanboy. Don't like fanboys. When I get around fanboys, I tend to get my back up and get a little stubborn. That's why I don't watch Millennium Farmer. I just don't care for him. He might be perfectly fine. I don't know. I'm not saying that that what I'm saying is rational. I'm just stubborn. And I know he's a John Deere fanboy. Whoa, there's a building. Somebody put a building right in front of me. I was looking at the chat. If I have something, since we're talking about farm equipment and a game, if I have something that I like and somebody points out that there's something better, I can admit that it is, but still keep using the one I use because I like it. But I don't go bad-mouthing the person and saying, "Oh, you're just an idiot. This is the best ever and there's nothing like it." And that's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that. I'll admit that something's better. I like this one better, though. I like it because it's red. Let's put it that way. DeWalt, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I've only had one DeWalt, I think it's a drill, and somebody gave it to me, used, but it's a damn good drill. It must be an older one, though. But I never had DeWalt equipment before. It's the rude man way. Well, I guess so. And you know what? I forgot to see how much that sold for. I've said before, I'm the type of person that if somebody needs a shirt and they have no means of getting one, they need one, I'll give them the shirt off my back. If somebody comes and says, "Oh, if you're giving shirts away, I want one too." Well, hell no. Go buy your damn own. In other words, if it's my idea, I'm as generous as I can be. But if somebody demands something from me, you ain't gonna get it. That's the rude man way. So, Metallic, what have you been playing lately? What's been keeping you busy? I gotta get that straw out of there. I should be selling the straw too. I've got some in storage. I don't really need it. I don't have any animals, so I'm gonna sell it as well. Yeah, if I go back to Elite Dangerous, I'm gonna be in Horizons until they fix it. Do they have Bosch? Yes. Generally, the Bosch stuff that I've seen is optical stuff. if you're talking about the optical stuff, there's a company named Bosch that makes optical goods. They may make other goods too. I don't know. But I think I'm thinking of Bosch and Lomb. They make like binoculars, scopes. Bosch tools. I don't think so. At least, I haven't seen any. But all right, Philip. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Catch you next time, I hope. Yeah, but it's not multiplayer, Claude. It's a single player game. I'm gonna run over Scorpion though. No, I'm not in multiplayer. Um, if you see those characters like that one I just ran over, that's a mod. I've got a mod that I can have characters in here that are named after my patrons, and they can, I can play them. So if I switch, I'm now in somebody else. I'm in Stevo. There's Dar. I can switch to Dar. These are my patrons that I have on the map with me, and it's just a mod. They're just hired helpers. All right, we finally got this empty. Let's go get him off the field. And I need to start working on this field. When I've never done multiplayer. Well, I used to have my own server, but I didn't play on it. It was for my patrons, and I got rid of it because they didn't play on it either. They didn't play on it much because they wanted me to be on it, and I didn't have time. But I generally don't do multiplayer. I just don't have the time. I was kind of thinking about that. I might, I might have to make a time for doing a multiplayer live stream. I don't, I don't like to do it because I can't control what people do and say, and I don't want to lose my partnership. Family's doing good. I'm okay. Um, I've been having mental problems lately. My computer blew up and made me go crazy. Other than that, I'm doing fine. Carol's doing good. Next Wednesday's our wedding anniversary, and then a week after that is my birthday. Okay, so we need to get rid of that. I need to get a fertilizer spreader. Fertilizer spreader. Okay, I'm going to lease this for now. Let's put an extension on a spreading disc on it and lease it. And then, did I actually lease that or not? And then I need miscellaneous. And we need that right there. Release that. I'm not hearing my little dingy thing. Where'd my little dingy thing go? No, it's there. It's supposed to ding when I do that. Which is the front? I think that's the front. All righty. Now, I don't think I have any... Oh, you know what? I need to come up with some lime. And I don't know where to buy it. Okay, where's that? Oh. Did I go right by it? There's lime right there, but I thought I had another one in here. There, I did, right there. Okay, let's take a look at a place to put this. If I have such a place. Man, this is pretty tight in here. I don't know. Might have to put it out here in this field. I might... All right, hang on. Let's get out of this. And activate that. Where did I find it? Right there. Bug antenna installed. Okay, so I could put it right there. It's kind of out of the way. Let me flip it around though. All right. Let's go get us some lime. Yeah, I probably could. I got to get rid of some of those trees, though. And I've got 4 more silos to put up, so I got to put them. I might put them in here. I don't know where else to put them, but I got to get rid of some trees. All right, while that's filling with lime, let me jump out of the tractor and pull up the lawnmower and see if I can get rid of these trees. Not all of them, just the ones that are kind of in the way. Let's see. That actually might not be in the way. That one probably is. Let's get rid of that. All right. Okay. All right, I've got some more silos I need to put in if I've got the money, because I'm going to need seeds and fertilizer. So let's put, I don't want that one. Let's put seed tank. Let's see about this one. If I put that right there, and then the herbicide one next to it, oh, I should have moved it around. No, it'll be okay. The herbicide is liquid. That's solid. That's liquid. I want to put the solid fertilizer next to the liquid. I don't want two liquid things together. And let's put that right about, right about there. I can always move them later. And then what did I do? Solid fertilizer, liquid, solid, liquid fertilizer. Okay, and we'll put that right about there. There. That should work. I hope. Let's go see how that's filling up. Oh, I jumped out. I got to walk up to it. I'm still used to jumping between equipment instead of jumping into people. Okay, so we're going to go out and we're going to go scan our field there. And I found out that you can fertilize. Oh, I don't want to fertilize it. I want to lime it. Oh, that is lime. Never mind. God, I freaked out right there. I had a teenager moment. Southern lady, how are you? What did I just hit? I hit a light post. I was looking at the chat. Don't look at chat when you're driving. That's like texting and driving. That's what I did. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I need to test this field. So first of all, oh geez. I don't think I put, did I put GPS on this? I may not have GPS in the, shoot. I don't think I put GPS in. All right, well, we'll work without it. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do... Let me take that machine in front there and lower it. And then Lower that. How come the sensor's not working? Okay, the sensor's not working. So I have to unhook the fertilizer guy and turn the sensor on. Turn on the sensor. There we go. Okay. The sensor's working. Now we hook up the fertilizer to it. Or the lime, I'm sorry. Keep saying fertilizer. Okay, and then okay, so here's what's going on. The sensor is telling me that the pH level is currently, if you look in the on the left-hand side under controls, down at the bottom you'll see a bar, red, green, and blue, kind of. It says that the current pH level on this field is 1.125. Now, no, the current is 5.875, and I need to add 1.125 pH to bring it up to where that checkered flag is. That's going to be the perfect setting for the best yield I can get. So what I want to do is I want to scan the rest of the field and fertilize it. Doggone it, car. So let me turn the lime. I keep saying fertilize. Let me turn the limer on. And we're going to run down this field and scan it. Now you'll see those figures change if there's a difference in the pH level. I've got to invert those controls because I'm not used to them. Now, if you watch the mini map, you'll see where I'm scanning, and it's turning green from yellow because of the lime. And I may have to do a little cleanup on it. Excuse me. But with this mod that I'm using, the scanner mod, I can scan without sending soil samples in. And I can also lime while I'm scanning, so I get two things done at the same time. Now I'm going to have to run around the field and clean it up, but that's okay. Okay, so now I see it's dropped down. We've got, okay, it went back up again. So it was a spot in the field that actually had a better pH than the rest of the field. In actuality, what I should do is run around the field. Let's do a headland. So I've got it set on automatic. The application rate is 7.88 currently, set to automatic, which means that it's only putting the amount of lime on the field that's necessary to bring the pH level up to where that checkered flag is. So if there was already lime on it at the proper level, it would not put more lime on. It would not apply any more lime. Notice that it's went down to 3.5 now. So evidently the pH level is higher on this end of the field. Wow, it's really looking... It went to 6.125 on this end of the field. Now it's back down to 6. That's what that sensor is doing. And the sensor is also scanning to show me what type of soil I have. And I'll show you that in a minute. They do if I hire a worker, yes, Metallic. And I have a mod called Courseplay that I'm not using that will do it. Will run the equipment without me in it. Yeah, this is going to make it easier. If I put a headland around, it'll make it easier turning on the field. Now, the sensor is saying this is loam. That is that's the best soil that I can get to get the highest yield. We'll go through that in a minute. Notice it stopped. Watch, it stopped because it knows there's lime already on it. Then it starts up again when there's a patch that I missed. Now you'll see that on this area that I've limed already, the pH level is exactly where it needs to be. It's at the target area. Cement truck, don't hit it. It's probably pretty solid. Now I talked about a mod that I do have that I can't use it now because I'm poor. I'm a poor farmer. I just bought this farm and I don't have any money. That's why I'm having to lease equipment. But there is a mod that allows me to hire a geologist to come in and test my fields. But he charges thousands of dollars for his work. And I can't afford to pay him, so we'll have to make some money before I use that service. Yeah, I don't think I put the GPS mod in this. In this folder, in this map. Map. I sound like Dora the Explorer. Map. I don't look like her though. Cow turds. Well, I actually am supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to be prepping the field with either slurry, which is liquid poo, or chocolate milk as I call it, or solid manure. But I don't have any because I haven't bought any cattle yet. So I'm going to have to use store-bought nitrogen as soon as I'm done liming. Need to get the pH level up first, and then we'll worry about the nitrogen level. Scorpion fell asleep. Yeah. Okay, listen, guys. Whenever you hear Scorpion talking about how old I am, I don't nap. Scorpion's sleeping all the time. Moo poo, that's what you call it, double out. haven't seen John today. Wonder if he's busy. All right, I just realized I ran out of lime, so we're going to go back on the farm. Okay, I'm trying to put the sensor away, but it's not letting me. I just took out a sign. The county's coming after me. There it went. Okay, got it. My controls are inverted. I keep trying to change it, and it's not working to my satisfaction. Yeah, slurry. Chocolate milk, that's what I call it. It sounds too much like Slurpee. Put a little ice in it and drink it. I was wondering why Scorpion wasn't saying anything. He fell asleep, huh? Andy, are you out there? Andy's pretty quiet, too. What's wrong with you guys? Scorpion, do you drink cappuccinos? Or do you even wear chinos? Look at all my farm hands. They're just standing around shooting the shit. I got to get more equipment and put them to work. All right, now we got to put this thing together again. Okay, get that unfolded. All right, is it scanning again? I can't tell if it's scanning. I don't think it is. There we go. There we go. Cooking with oil now. Cooking with gas. I probably offended somebody because I mentioned fossil fuel, but sorry, sue me. So the new streaming software that I put on made a list of the people that have recently subscribed to me. Then that's pretty cool. Cameron Games, Mere Unreal, Justin Chambers, Farmer Bobby was on the last live stream. I remember Farmer Bobby. He subscribed. And then I got somebody named Anonymous. That's kind of scary. I hope he's just joking. Murda Ganji, all one word. Odd Ranch. Hey Revat, how you doing? Happy birthday. When was your birthday? Was it yesterday? I'm waiting for Scorpion to tease Revat. Revat had a birthday. He's old enough to watch a beer commercial now. Just kidding. Believe it or not, though, this is the faster way to scan the field to tell the soil samples. If I used a soil sample machine, it would take me hours. So what kind of cake did you have for your birthday? That's the important part. The last person that came on said they had a birthday. I sang happy birthday to them, and everybody got mad at me. I don't know why. I thought I was doing the right thing. So I've not done it again. I tried to get everybody to sing along, but I don't know if they did. Yeah, I kind of figured you were a lad, a young lad. But 17, you're out of your short pants now. Can you believe that used to be a rite of passage, getting out of your short pants? Getting into long pants? When's Christopher's birthday, Scorp? Scorpion's getting upset because his boy is going to be a teenager this year, and so far he still spends time with Scorp, but we'll see. They get to the point where they don't want to spend time with you anymore. Oh, it is today. Okay, I knew you mentioned it on Tuesday, but I couldn't remember whether you said tomorrow or the next day. Well, anyway, happy birthday. Oh, God. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Revat. Happy birthday to you. There you go. It's all you're going to get. Now, back in my day, they give you a beating. You got a hack with a stick for every year that you were on this old earth. I did not say rebot. Why do you keep saying that? I didn't. I said rebot. You can't prove it in a court of law. All All right, well, we just about have this field licked as far as the scanning goes, so as soon as we do, we'll go in and look and see what kind of soil we have. And I've said it before, but I'm going to be repeating it. And people ask, why do you repeat that? Didn't you just say that in the last live stream? Well, there's new people watching that may not know how this program works. So I just explain it as I use it. I don't go into tutorials or anything like that. Not that I haven't done a tutorial on stuff, but because I have. But I don't do tutorials. I just talk about it when I use it. People ask me, how do you use Courseplay? Every time I use Courseplay, I tell you how to use it. Because, you know, there's bound to be somebody that hasn't used it before. Guter Tag. Scorpion's hungry again. Well, Scorpion's a big boy. He can take care of himself. All right, let's shut this thing down. Shut that off if I can. And I can't. There. Fold that up. Now, the pH is at the level it needs to be at. So let's go in and see what kind of land we have on this field. So we're going to turn on the precision farming and get into the laboratory. Not the lavatory, the laboratory. This is my field right here that we're looking at. This is all the information on it, but you can see we have all 4 types of soil on this field. Now, if you look up over here at soil types, loamy sand is the yellow part, sandy loam is the green part, the loam is the brownish part or tan, and silty clay is the dark bluish. Now, the very best yields you're going to get on the loam, so this tannish color is the best soil to have. The second best is the sandy loam, which is the green stuff. It's a toss-up, but I think on the third and fourth, it's a toss-up, but I think that the silty clay is a little bit better than the loamy sand. So silty clay is the next best yield, and then the loamy sand is the worst yield you can get. It kind of makes sense because sand doesn't hold water. So if it's sandy, it's not going to be really good soil. The silty clay obviously is going to hold water, but it's not the best soil per se. So, but the majority of the field is the 2 best yield soil samples that we got. So this keeps track of all the money you put in it. So far, it's showing you what I put in on lime. And I haven't done liquid fertilizer or any kind of fertilizer yet. No slurry. I haven't put seeds on it. We have spent a little bit of fuel. So, and we had to pay our driver $410 in wages. So right now, we're into this field for a little bit. See if we can make a profit on it. So the next thing we need to do is get rid of the lime and put some fertilizer on here. This is Green River. I'm not quite sure where Green River is. Or where it's supposed to be. It's a brand new map for me. I just loaded it just before I started the stream. So I didn't really dig into the details of it. All right, let's get in here. And I'm gonna dump this fertilizer or this lime out right there, and we're gonna run in and get some fertilizer because we have to deal with the nitrogen. So we've got seeds and herbicide and solid fertilizer right there, which I just ran into. All right, let's fill it up with fertilizer. Gino says he thinks it's a Dutch map. I don't know. It's from FS17. It's a port in, so I don't know. I can't remember whether I played it in 17 or not. And it doesn't look like they're flying a flag on the farm, so sometimes they do. That's a pretty small house. All right, Rose is going to go back to work. 51,000 for the fertilizer. I don't know if that's enough to do the whole field. We'll find out here in a minute. We don't need to scan this time, though. I don't think. Yeah, yeah, that's the guy's name. I don't know anything about him, so it doesn't mean anything to me. I don't think I've ever heard of him. I think I might have played this in 17. I almost play every map that's ever come out, but I don't know where anybody's from. Hell, I used to do all Stevie maps and didn't know he was from England. Because it really didn't matter where they're from to me. I either like what they do or I don't. Okay, let's spread some fertilizer. Okay, so I don't have to have the sensor down. It's keeping track of the nitrogen level for me. If I pull up my monitor here, you can see where we're at. We're clear at the bottom. Way over in the red is where the field is at currently. And I want to get it up to where that checkered flag is. And I do have it on automatic, so it's putting on 740 kilograms is the application rate. I'm going to run around the field first. With it in automatic, I'm not supposed to be wasting any fertilizer, so we'll see. But you can see that it's taking different levels of nitrogen. If you watch that flag, it'll be moving back and forth as it goes across the field and senses what its needs are. There's another part to the mod that I haven't purchased yet. It's a radar shack or sensor shack. And it's supposed to, that sensor reads levels of the field's needs, and there's supposed to be a shack that is supposed to help out with your GPS mod to increase your yields. I don't know if it works. I've talked to several people that use it that say they've tested it and can't tell that it does anything. But I guess that's neither here nor there. All right, Metallic, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'll catch up with you pretty quick. I can't do anything right now though because my game's on my other PC. All my games are. I didn't have any games on this PC. So hopefully my PC didn't blow itself up. If it did, then I'm going to be upgrading it if I have to work on it. I didn't want to. I can't afford a new graphics card at the prices that they're selling for. Okay, this end of the field, you notice there was look, there's absolutely no fertilizer on this end of the field. And no nitrogen, I should say. No, they're not. No, just the games. It's my gaming computer. So this computer I'm using right now is my editing computer. It's my workhorse computer. It doesn't have any games on it. And it's also my storage computer. So I happen to have all my mods on this one. I store my mods from my games over on this PC. So they're here. Thank God I had all of them. So I didn't have to download any mods. But I didn't have any recording equipment on here. Just the editing equipment and the graphic programs and things like that. But I keep all of my videos on storage that's not hooked. It's on external storage. I've got terabytes of storage that I keep all my videos. I've got all my videos from every video I've ever made stored on terabytes of external drives. I personally don't keep anything on the cloud. I don't trust it. There's probably no reason not to, but I don't. So I keep everything backed up myself. There are things that are backed up on the cloud, but it's not me doing it. Like, I have photo albums, family photo albums, things like that Amazon keeps. I keep them separate myself on external drives, and then so they're fireproofed someplace. And but I do belong to Amazon, and they keep it as well, although I don't pay attention to that. There's other places that keep. I mean, YouTube keeps my videos, obviously, if they're up there, but then if something happened to YouTube, they're gone. I kept track of them all. I keep them all because I may not always be on YouTube. There may be another platform that comes along that's better than YouTube, and then I've still got all my videos. I can just transfer them. That's exactly why I started early on doing 4K videos, because somebody said, "Why are you doing 4K videos?" YouTube doesn't do 4K at the time. And I said, well, because I might not always be on YouTube, or YouTube may change to 4K, and I want to have the videos in 4K, so that if that happens, I can take advantage of it. So I've always recorded higher level than what I could actually show. Not anymore though. God, they got 8K now, as if the human eye could see that. Supposedly we can't see 4K. I don't know. Okay, after the nitrogen level, the only thing I'll have to do, and it's not part of precision uh, farming, but you still need to weed if you have weeds turned on. I'm still going to have to use some herbicide and weed control, but it's not part of this. It doesn't pertain to this program, precision farming. It may eventually. It's a work in progress. So eventually it might make a difference, but it doesn't now, as far as I know. Now, does it affect your yields? It should. If you've got the weeds turned on, and you don't protect yourself from the weeds, doesn't that affect your yield? It's supposed to. I've never tested it to find out if it did, but it's supposed to. Okay, so there's the pH level on this, and you can see the colors down here. It should tell you where your pH levels are. And so, anyway, what else does it show you? Soil types. Okay, there's the projected yield so far. And as you can see, the orange is the higher level up here. And then you've got your second highest level, and then see the I don't know. Sandy loam might be better than silty clay. It's hard to tell. I've heard it both ways. I've heard people say that the silty clay is better than the sandy loam, but I don't know according to this. But we haven't done an herbicide yet. We haven't seeded yet, so that's going to make a difference as well on the yields, obviously. So far, I'm into it. Total costs $23,000. So we'll see. $97,000. I'm gonna have to make a little bit of money. But there you go. That's precision farming. First field, I need to herbicide, and then I need to seed it, and then it'll be ready to. Once I put the herbicide on, it'll be ready for seeding. We're going to do that in the next live stream because my live stream time is up. My live stream time is up. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and then probably see you next Tuesday if I don't live stream over the weekend. I've been doing a lot of family stuff on the weekends. I haven't really had time for live streaming, but I try to spend as much time with my family as I can. You just never know when your time's going to be gone for you. So I tend to spend as much family time as I can. Anyway, I hope you had fun. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. And I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. And ta-ta for now. See you next time.